What is the topic? The topic was a real topics. I don't, it's kind of tough. I print a jersey. I print a little a old jersey there, and it was talking about hydroponics. That gone. Then this somebody asked me about something else just now. There printing. It was a kind of just a Q&A session, right? I had a topic was set for today, but what happening is that I have a guy coming to do not necessarily coming. I had him on test. Like I was looking for a worker right now, right? So how I was looking for a worker right now, I had a guy on test, and these days I realize that a lot of people come in to look for work and they're moving like the world do them something. I don't understand it at all. So it's like a weird scenario where most people they're not coming to look for work with happiness or enthusiasm. I understand work is hard, right? But the mindset of most people nowadays is they don't want to work. So if they're working, it's like everybody doing them something. And I don't want that energy around me. You understand what I'm saying? It's a real tough thing. It's a real tough thing. I pick up that on him, and I get so irritated with it. And I don't want to be that guy to be like all the youths and them understand and like that crazy talk. You don't want to be the man who fighting the youths, but come on, man. You come to the work, work. Is you come to me. You come to me and you ask me for a job. I give you a job. When I give you the job, you're moving like I do you something. No, no, that's not how it is work. I mean, probably that's how it is work now. But you know, nobody cares. Nobody cares to work anymore. Everybody just care about money. I talked to some youth man the other day, and he was like, "Dog, if he could go on welfare, now he going on welfare." Uh, um, Not necessarily young. He was like in his 30s. He was in his 30s. I wouldn't say young, but I mean younger than me, you know? And that was saying like it really discouraging. When you really watch the thing, like the future is grim. You understand? Like right now, right? Most youths don't mind just making a career of working in a grocery. They will stay in the grocery because it's kind of brain dead work now. They would prefer do a job where have no skill involved forever, right? Than yeah, nobody care about working. Exactly. That is how this generation is, Mitra. I know. They don't care about working. Everybody just all them care about is a salary. So the more them could just like figure out that part of it so they could go back to probably smoking weed or whatever, that is what them want. Them just looking for whatever means it is to get this salary. Right? And that is why I think the word career comment at end. Nobody having a career anymore. Yeah. The younger generation is different. Nobody gonna have a career anymore. All everybody gonna have is a job. Because a job is a means to an end. A career is a passion, something that you could do for the rest of your life. Nobody looking for a career. Everybody just want to smoke weed and drink rum and have a time. Yeah. Nobody want a career anymore. When you really check it, is like it depressing considering that is what it is. Like I when I was growing up, they used to ask that when you was in primary school and secondary school, where you want to be when you grow up. That was a big thing, right? And nowadays nobody know what they want to be when they grow up. All they want to have is money. All I want is money. Like that is a weird thing to just all you want is money. You don't get that just so. I mean, you could. I mean, if you really think about it, technically, yes, you could just get money. But the reality is, it a little off putting because look, I do in trade, right? As a trade man, being that I in trade, a lot of the future depends on who learn from you afterwards. If you understand what I'm saying, a lot of the future is dependent on who learning from you. So it go have When I say who learning from it, even the future of my business, because it have things I can't do anymore physically. I already is an old man. So it will have um how to put it? It will have a dependency on the next generation, especially in trade. In trade, without the next generation, trade is dead. Yeah, with that straight up, the youth and them feel is this and that. No, we need you to carry it on. The next generation of mechanics most likely could just be Venice. It could be a bunch of Venezuelans. The next, it is what it is. We basically going down the path of America, right? America in the early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s was everybody was focusing on being corporate. Well, I know, but what I know right now, Trinidad going down our road like America. We following in America's footsteps. Well, I know that. Like when I was growing up, I know I didn't. I have 7 subjects and I went and do A's. And the only reason why I didn't go U is because I wanted to do trade. And everybody would think I tell them, I say I could guarantee food on my table with trade. I can't guarantee that with a degree. You understand? And that time, man, I said, I could have gone and get my degree. I didn't get my degree. I mean, I ended up getting my diploma, and I should have gone and get a degree, but I will end up opening a business. But I'm just saying, the idea is that I didn't get my degree because I wanted a guarantee, like, sure, I could eat. Because remember, if you grow up poor, eating is important. And I pushed for that more than, and I would have think that for the current poor people, right? They would at least know the importance of having a guaranteed food on the table, right? Because at the time I said that one of the sure ways to come out of the ghetto, one of the sure ways to come out of the ghetto is to learn a trade, right? Because I expect, you know which one, like anybody asks me now if to learn, I was like, just go and learn plumbing, but you see plumbing is like one of the few trades that needed everywhere on the whole planet. Like everywhere, and you don't have nowhere on the planet don't need plumbers. You understand? Yes, yes. Now, word of mouth is one of the slowest forms of advertising. But once the word gets around, nothing could stop it. It's like a snowball effect kind of something. It is word of mouth, honestly. If you play your cards correct, word of mouth does be about 5 years. It takes 5 years for word of mouth to reach um a potential velocity where it kind of unstoppable, right? Would take 5 years, 5 years of word of mouth, but that same word of mouth, because it's slow, if you're lacking finances, word of mouth is a little too slow. You need something for faster. Let me say I find when you use like TikTok and Facebook and different internet ads to build your community, that same internet could take you out. You could end up losing everything with the internet. Like I have a partner who get a couple bad reviews and a few bad mind people in the comment section, and that end up messing up. You know? Hmm? Well, what I could tell you with the fixing of the hybrid batteries, right? That only have about 3 years before everybody fixing hybrid batteries. Dead serious. I think I did talk about that in our life one of them days back. We could talk about that again. When I was growing up, right, the automotive industry was carburetor. Everybody did know carburetor. If you didn't know carburetor, is not a mechanic. Then fuel injector come out right after. You understand? Fuel injector come right after. When fuel injector come out, I was like now entering secondary school. That when B14 now come out. And when B14 come out, you had to go by a specialist to fix B14, right? Because everybody was carbureted. So only men who train in England and train in all these advanced countries could have do yeah, do exactly. Do associate yourself, right? So as I say, only men who did fixing cars in the foreign did know about hybrid. So when no hybrid, fuel injected. So fuel injector was rare. You started to pay real money to get a man to fix your fuel injector car. Then 3 to 5 years after, all of a sudden everybody know how to fix fuel injected. Man fixing fuel injected under the house. And worse yet, when YouTube started to become real popular, everybody know everything. Then after the fuel injected, then we come out with electronic throttle systems, right? So the electronic throttle system is like the advance of the fuel injector, where the fuel injector is there, but we have no distributor and it have no it have no distributor. It's just crank and cam sensor and electronic throttle body. You see that crank and cam sensor, electronic throttle body? That was a specialist thing as well. It only had specialists used to dig up in that. And nobody did know how that was working. Everybody, I remember when the E-Throttle B15 come out, men used to convert back to the cable throttle because they didn't want nothing to do with that. And think, and you're mad, I want that in my car, and I don't want to, because that's so hard to work with, and I don't trust it. And I same thing, I know when fuel injected come out, men used to take out the fuel injected engine and put in a carbureted engine because they didn't want nothing to do with that. And think, and it's so hard. Now, 5 years after that, everybody is a throttle body specialist, E-Throttle specialist, everybody have a scan tool, everybody. So I just showing you, as in 5 years time, everybody does become that. It nothing in mechanical does stay rare. It don't have nothing in mechanical where this man alone doing it. It don't be like that. Especially in Trinidad. Trinidad have a lot of very smart people. In a very short time, you're going to see everybody is a hybrid mechanic. Everybody. Hybrid mechanic going to just become normal mechanic. But right, you see, like I said, right. So now, a good thing you talk about carburetor again. Now, because carburetors so old now, or as the old concept, now it have carburetor, it gone full circle, and now you have to be a specialist to handle the carburetor. It have carbureted specialists now, right? So now because everybody leave carbureted behind, now but that was saying everybody don't flood the market. So being a hybrid specialist is that not even a thing anymore. Everybody is a hybrid specialist. You understand? Yeah, everybody. So I could tell you, look, my scan tool right now, I buy a random cheap Chinese scan tool on the internet, right? Because I have an launch, I have a hotel and I have a Chinese scan tool. It name any scan or some stupidness like that. And the any scan tool, scanning and reprogramming hybrid. Imagine that. Long time. Not even long time. I'm going to tell you how long. In 2018, a hybrid scan tool. Yeah, in 2018, a hybrid scan tool was $17,000. I buy a Chinese scan tool for $400 on the internet, right? Amazon or wherever. And it reached and that could scan and reprogram hybrid and everything. You understand what I'm saying? You? It's just a matter of time before everybody's a hybrid technician. And then after everybody's a hybrid technician, then fully electric going to be the next thing. And when fully electric is the next thing, then everybody going to be a fully electric technician. I tell people, 10 years time, all of we going to be fixing spaceship. It coming. It is just a matter of time. I'm going to be a spaceship mechanic just now. You go see. And I wouldn't even go and train to do it. You're going to just see videos coming out on YouTube on how to fix your spaceship. You understand? Yeah. I tell man that it's just a matter of time before I become an elite spaceship technician and men going to be working taxi to go to the moon and full works. That's how it's going to be. They're going to open a mall on the moon. Elon Musk and them going to do what they have to do. It does sound funny, but it look like all these things going to happen. All these things going to happen in real lifetime. You understand? TT, 400 TT, I'm telling you. But you see, but this is one. You see this one, there's a company called, let's not wait there. Point this up first. Yeah. This one get a little dirty. Because I work it like that. But there's a company called Gear Wrench, right? You see this? This Gear Wrench does come with like a code like, right? And you just have to download the app, Android or iOS. You download the app, you can put it on your phone. I buy a tablet. I buy a tablet specifically for it, like a something. It's a fast one. Not that bad. And basically you just put in the code on the tablet, and that code is locked specifically to this thing. Yes, you can message me on TikTok. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, exactly. But I was saying, like this here, this scanning any blasted car, any car, garage, this and this yeah, exactly. That's all you need to do. Right? And that is the whole point of being human. The point of being human is you could just have that adjust and you get you. As I say, see this here, this scan tool, once you put the code on your thing, it have unlimited updates, lifetime unlimited updates. So you go want to know, so how them people think, no, lifetime unlimited updates, but they this locked to that device. So over time, the device will crash and give up, and you'll have to throw it this, even if this good. You can't transfer it to the next thing. That's how them just get you. Them banking on your phone or tablet giving up. So, and there's a next one I buy because that one works so good. I buy the next one as a backup. This one is called AnyScan. AnyScan have a light built in. First it bad, so this is to find like the scan port and whatever. And when you plug it into the scan port, it'll show battery voltage and all kind of thing. This one, when I see it, I say, well, I mean, $400 you can't go wrong. You understand? And this one, same thing. It's scanning any vehicle, anything, no fight up. Today I'm not even drinking a beer. Today I'm drinking a Malta. But I'm afraid TikTok have a way. Once you see a black bottle, the feel is the feel is something. But the AnyScan, this was I think AnyScan was Amazon itself. Amazon. You're looking at us say this one is not AnyScan. The cap is AnyScan. The name of this one is X Tool. Yeah. So you're looking X Tool. Um, what is the name of it? It's X Tool, OBD tool, scan tool. What was the word? It have a word for it to be able to program. There's a certain word you start to type in. Why I'm feeling like if yeah, it have a word it is I will remember it just now. Multi something. But as I say, you will look it up bidirectional. It's bidirectional scan tool, right? So you're just looking up OBD2 bidirectional scan tool. Yeah, yeah, I know you're serious about your cricket, Annie. Right. So as I was saying, these scan tools and them, this is basically the equalizer here. So normally men used to charge so much and thing. No, this is a multi tool here, bidirectional scan tool that able to scan everything and anything. Now I being honest with you, I did try multiple. Had a few that is strip on it, eh? Some a few of them, so you have to be careful. You have to be real careful because some a few of them well that's there's claim they could do everything, and when you catch yourself, it's pressure. These two work good. The garage, what happened with the garage? How I end up right now running the X tool. The garage come and fall down in some water. And the rain was falling and I was scanning a car and that little splash of water messed it up. So I could tell you it's not as durable as you think, but it does do everything. So when you get them, you start to baby it. You know? You start to baby it. Like that, this was on sale. This kind of I like this kind of nature stuff. Let's be alright. But yeah. So that time people right now, that's I live long enough where I see plenty people spend real money to become specialists in something and in a short space of time, it end up pointless. Like a joke with that would be when I was in secondary school, computer literacy was an expensive course. Now everybody born computer literate. You understand now, mom? Being computer literate now is just an understood skill set. We have nobody who's not, nobody out there, at least nobody who looking for work, could put computer literate on the resume and it matters, right? Being computer literate was important in the 90s. Like, well, for you, when you say you're computer literate in the 90s, you can only work one time. Or the future, you know. Because remember, everything was just files and paperwork and whatsoever a long time. And everybody was transitioning to the computer literacy. That transition thing was a big deal. So I went and pay a course, take time off from work to be computer literate. Fast forward, as I say, 5 years time, nobody cares about your computer literacy certification. I have a certificate in my pile of certificates, my computer literacy. And I would see hybrid will be the same thing, electric will be the same thing. Every one of these fancy courses that are given out right now going to become pointless because YouTube exists. Once white people putting up videos about fixing things, eventually you're going to become a specialist yourself. All are we going to be specialists? Right now, my man, right down the road from me, he rebuilding battery, he installing things, he doing and he learn everything on YouTube. Everything. He don't have no certification. He have internet. You understand? The man have internet and he does just learn every single thing on YouTube. You understand? It is what it is. And imagine if he could do it, anybody could do it. I mean, and he have a full business running. He bringing in battery from China or wherever the fuck he bringing in battery. So when you really analyze it, at this stage of the game, it's really about the first responders that make a little money, but everybody going to get through. Don't worry yourself. Everybody going to get through. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. You don't have to worry. But you didn't believe. You didn't see the whole light. Right now I had this. And well, this is a telescopic boom that I make out of PVC. You have to look up. Let's see if I can show it. Watch it there right now. See this? It's a kind of, I can't show you the whole thing, but it's a telescopic boom mic. So how the telescopic, there is a video I see on YouTube with a fella from Pakistan. That's not it. Yeah. When I see what I was, hey, I can turn it too much. Yeah. So when I see the video, someday I was just normal going through YouTube, but I is a real craft kind of man. So, and it wasn't make out like this, eh? I just see a design and I copy his design. Like he showed the dimension. Yeah, exactly. I tell you, I see the man take like 4-inch PVC and he take a heat gun and heat it and press it off flat and he make a whole mic stand and phone holder and all kind of. No, I didn't. What I did, I just flattened the ends alone and I use the PVC as is because I want to, and I multiply all his dimensions by 2. So I kind scale it up. Right? So like in a sense, the one that he made was 2 times smaller because it was made to clamp onto a table or something kind of thing. If you know what I'm talking about, like a table stand. But I did love the design. So I make out all the main joining parts of them. I have a cardboard template. So if I want to make a next one, I can make a next one. And plus all the parts of them are available in the hardware. So, this have good rotation. This could go up and down. The whole thing could go up. You understand? Come down. It's real bad. It's real bad. I tell it's bad. Because the main goal was to kind of make this a kind of podcast style. Come, stop your shit. Yeah. The main goal was to make this a kind of podcast style live now. And when I go on to buy the thing, no, me saying this expensive, eh? I went to buy it and the probably was like about 4 something, 500 for a good one. And I had my 4 something in my hand. And as a man don't like to add more rejection is a hell of a thing. So I go on by the it was like a music store. Because everybody else in South don't have it and I wasn't going to get it because I gone online. It's other place in town had it. And when I go in the music store, he had one more and a man don't come in for that. So I do something I said, so it sell? He said, yeah, it sell. And he wanted to give me the thing and I almost wanted to quarrel with him, but I can't vex with him for selling the thing that I wanted. I mean, it's who first come, first serve. So I take a picture of the mic stand that he had, and I just went on, it's about a thing on your phone called Google Lens. And Google Lens tell me exactly the name of it, which is a telescopic, not telescopic, it's a mic, a boom mic stand. That's what they call it on the Google Lens. And then I typing that into YouTube, and then just so I see a video with a Pakistani making it, and I'm like, hey, that we talking about? And as I say, Mayo, it come out so good. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I'm gonna make like two and put on. Like not necessarily two. I just gonna make one more so that when I finally get this podcast idea done, we go I go have like a guest coming to talk and whatsoever. The only thing about having a podcast is that you first of all the people who you want to come in to talk, they themselves have to have time to do that. Remember, I making time to do this whole TikTok thing because it's like a hobby for me. But most people don't have time for that now. Most people life going along and nobody gives a shit about my hopes and dreams of becoming a podcaster. Who the hell cares about that? Nobody. So it's a little tough. So right now we kind of just getting to a point where I doing okay. I printing stuff like I print a jersey for work and I do it. So having a lot of stuff. So it's working out so far. Plus, as I say, I truly love this. I think I did make this on the live, That was good content actually. I work out real nice. Let's make on the live. No. I don't want no. So you see Ian Allen? I surprised Ian Allen still around as a entity. And he keep getting bigger and bigger. I surprised. Like I didn't expect that. I think that was one of the more shocking things that come out of the last 10 years, probably 15 years if you think about it. I know Ian Allen around a good while. But yeah, in the last 10 to 15 years, Ian Allen was something that I thought would have faded away already. There are plenty of things come and go, and Ian Allen still here, What the hell is that, eh? Ian Allen here, I think from since the first time when Kamala was in power, eh? Yeah, Ian Allen here a little while, boy. Good while. Can't believe that. Like he's so, as I say, when he now come out, it was fun, It was like a joke. Hey, what's going on, bro? I see you going the alkaline. I know all your big in the business. I say I know nobody pick you up to go the alkaline, man. That's what I'm saying. Oh, right. That's true. You say you didn't want to go tongue. Me too. I don't trust Port of Spain for nothing. I'm from South and my directional skills poor. I don't know where to run when bullet shed and I go end up falling on a drain and getting tuck up. At least I saw I see it happening. Like I'm positive most likely I go end up getting shot. You know? Yeah. I will go like, when everybody is running, I go be like, and I go run in front of the bullet. I don't know what to do. You understand? No clue what to do in that situation. You just always tell yourself, well, if the shots fire off, I go do this and I go thing and no, sir, you won't. You won't do that. You're going to get shot because you don't know what the hell. Yeah. South is not a problem. I mean that. I could lime like Shagaramas. I don't mind liming in Twin City area. I don't mind liming in Shogunas. I don't mind liming in Arima. We see Port of Spain. The only thing I just go Port of Spain for, as I say, is carnival, like Queen's Park and all them. When it's carnival time, it don't be that bad because soca is not really a gunman thing. You see, alkaline, I think it's a gunman thing. I'm not sure, but from what I understand, it's supposed to be. You understand? Yeah, alkaline is a gunman thing. Not me and that. As in soca, no, Batman don't really be in soca so much. It's not one or two, but it is what it is, Soca plus there are certain feds in soca geared towards protection, like army fet and all these different things. Nobody, so if you're at least kind of feeling safe, I don't know who the hell is the promoter for alkaline. You go there, then we are saying, but I mean, the youths had to do what I had to do. The youths had to do what I had to do. You know, good, correct. I'm happy for them that they're at least trying. They're still going on with their life, even after COVID, even after all these things. People still going on, which is great. But boy, the world too different right now, and I have too much of things I planning to do in the future. So let me I go stay out of that one. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, you see, your niece gone, the woman just kinda get through, no matter what, You don't worry too much about that. The woman just get through. It's man who just get shoot most of the time. Very rare they say a woman getting shoot. I don't know. If a woman get shoot, it because she'll put blocking for she man or some shit with it. Yeah, yeah. Mostly woman don't really get bullets, so. Or on the news is mostly man does get. That's it. Most of them like that is why a lot of times like in them kind of risky scenarios, a bad man does normally pump with a girl because or pump with a woman. Yeah, yeah. They pump with a woman so that the bullet can go come their way now. It's mostly single guys who moving with a squad and the bullet is always go near them. I'm not saying that the bullet wasn't fired at them direct, but reality is if you check the statistics now, right? and that's how dumb statistics are. It might have some correlation to men who no, my son went though. That is with the yeah, I didn't go. My son and my wife went and they say how it was rain like crazy, mud and rain. And Junior, when you went the naked and foam, it was exactly like naked and foam. Mud and mud and mud and mud and mud. Yeah, yeah. TikTok going mad. The restriction I get just now is sexually suggestive something. And it is, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, boys, they say how it's once at a mud done. And all the things that they say would have happen, man. Things like two artists perform. It was a whole craziness. Everybody was vexed. And everybody ended up vexed. But I kind of did already know it was going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? I had like a high. I did already know. I did already know. So for what it is, at least I saved some money by not going. Yeah, 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 yeah. For what it is. So as it that Mama certified Samson is I mean I wouldn't say he knew, but Samson is a TikToker and YouTuber and Facebook man. Yes, they get a little successful with whatever business ventures that they had. But yeah, yeah, exactly. Save your money, save your money. You understand? Nowadays I think the safest line is in your house. Organize a thing. Nowadays I think all of we yes, exactly. Certified Samson chatting. Because remember, he have like so much different characters. Like this year was a charting year. This year he come out with a soca song. He was in a lot of fets, and I feel from that he used the momentum of that to have this big cherry and lime thing. But remember, this is the first time he doing it, so I don't know it would have be craziness. I can't expect it to be amazing. This is the first time he doing it. It will end up hard and problems. And what size bike rim it is? What size bike rim it is? Eh? A 26 inch? Nah, nah. I don't think I have any. I don't have for sure, but I'll keep a think. I know. I used to fix bike by the bike doctor, so I know a few cyclists and them. Right, so for them guys and them, you know what has been. These restrictions is really be irritating. I don't know how the hell I always getting blasted restrictions. What is this restriction again? What is it? Yeah, see? Sexually suggestive behaviors. What is that? I don't even know. I don't even know. What is that? Yeah, but we can't help that. I have remember I do I'm not accustomed with things by my face now. Like block anything by my face so it just bother me a little bit. I start to move it. And then sometimes I just feel like I'm not talking properly. You know? What is this? Oh, the one about 450? Well, I feel lazy. That the best oh, 450 is for a pair of rims? Well, that ain't bad actually. Like 450 is a pair of rims for 450, that ain't bad actually. Yeah, you can't wrong with that. Oh yeah, true. Why you don't just buy like a second hand bike? Somebody might get a bike for 300, 400. A whole bike, huh? You get a rim. Try that. You could probably buy like yeah, you right about that. Yeah, a bike. No, I'm not talking about that. You buy it's a man with bike that might need a little fixing up. But the rim's good. That come like with car when you buy a car for parts. You buy a bike for parts. You buy a whole bike now that have a good rim on it. Ask around for that. It must have somebody who had a had like a whole bike ride under the week under the house or whatever. You must know somebody. Ask around. Go on Facebook and make a post asking about who have a whole bike and need a 26 inch rim and see if you. Yeah, I was saying, ask them Iron Man and them have him bike train away like that. I don't know about Iron Man. I go ask Ian all too. I go send them a message. Exactly. Them Iron Man has a whole bike. I sure. Sure you go get through. You understand? I mean, that's the best bet. Other than that, as they say, best say save your 1100 and get a new bike, yeah? And have your old bike now as the one for the spare parts. You know? That we gotta be. But yeah, always 20 past 9. Um It is what it is. We had to come out of this. I already lose my restriction, which is good. I think it's gone. I ain't see it up on the thing anymore. So the restriction, yeah, the restriction's gone. But you see why the restriction's gone? Because I pulled the camera closer to me and it not the minute they see in my pants, I realized it 'cause I was trying to figure out what is sexual content, right? Yeah, that's it. I was trying to figure out what is sexual content, and the only thing I come up with is my pants. Anytime TikTok seeing pants, crutch, however, it could be my crutch. I have a sexual crutch, right? So whenever TikTok is seeing that part of my body, problems. You see how we are the frontier? TikTok want it to be like this because I think what is going on is, yeah, exactly. Goatishness out here. What is going on is, and I put a lot of thought in. TikTok was designed for the singing and the vlogger kind of. It was a app that was created for that kind of interaction. So I don't think the AI are accustomed seeing full body TikToks. They don't want to see your whole body. Like look, I come closer here, you realize my skin and all everything looking clearer is because the app designed to recognize faces and shoulders and arms, not legs. The minute it see legs, it assumes a prick. It had to be. The minute it see legs, it's a prick. So I had to keep that in mind to to keep the distance correct. You know, because it is what it is. We have to keep the distance correct. I mean, what you gonna do? Remember again, I tell people, I say the future is grim. Right now, we are in the process of pleasing an artificial intelligence so that it will allow us to talk to people on the internet. See how fun that is? Right now, that is what we are doing. I am trying to keep an AI algorithm happy so I could keep talking to people. Hmm? Well done, man. Well done. We're doing great. All right, man. Later. All right. So tomorrow again, we are well actually happy how this jersey turned out. The man said, pleasant good night to you, Rajesh. Have a yeah. What? I I scared who's Rajesh? Me you talking to? You talking to Rajesh who was in the chat earlier. I thought that guy named Rajesh in the chat earlier, you know. Yeah, I thought that guy named Rajesh in the chat earlier. So I feel him obvious talking to Rajesh. Nah, I thought that Rajesh in the chat earlier, I feel. It can't be me. I am Kev. Right? I say welcome. Thanks for showing up with the Kev Masters Live. We out. I have a strong feeling he was talking to the guy in the chat earlier. It can't be me. I am it'd be funny though. I probably look like a Rajesh. All the final look. I look like a Rajesh. Anyhow, later. We go talk about later. All right, thanks for straight up. But tomorrow is Sunday, so we go see how it going. I have a few things kind of lined up for tomorrow. All right, man, later.